servicing. Each year losing.
Purchase your tracks today.
Each year losing. Each year losing.
Purchase your tracks today.
Right about now, I know y'all digging this, so just turn up your radio. About to bring it. Okay, what you get? Juggernaut, you know the rest going fellas all like this.
It's great having you here. I saw some people.
We got over here.
Hey, we're
Yeah.
neck deep in FORTNITE combo.
Yeah. I'll take a shot and be like, all right, that landed, so far down beneath him. So I know I got to raise up, around there. And I'll start off with being a little bit high anyway, just like based off of judgment, I guess.
Right.
But I just like I'll take one shot, get a calculation, we're here, all right, and then boom, and especially if it's a tracking at that point, because then they're like, oh, I'm aware and running.
Well, it's so satisfying.
Oh,
when you get
that's
there.
what I'm saying. It's
can't
nice.
get them
It's
ever,
nice.
though.
What's going on, everybody? It's just another Sunday here.
Yes, sir. Ravens in the playoffs.
That's true.
Playing the
That's
Chiefs
true.
today.
Happening today.
Yeah, I don't know what time. Is it like 4?
I
Or
would
is it like
imagine so.
1?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I know I'll be watching.
I'll be going to the thrift store later.
Are you?
Oh yeah.
Javatown?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. What are you doing there? Where you going?
Kai wants to go.
Oh, Kai does.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like it. That's cool.
Yeah. We'll see what they got.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
just said, I'm like, yeah, that's fine.
Just vinyls or
Well, yeah.
anything, or
I would assume vinyls. Yeah. I would
maybe
assume.
some Legos.
No. We have a debacle right now anyway, but we got to solve that. Get back with you next month.
You want to elaborate on what's going on with your Thunderjaw Lego?
Not really.
Not really. What?
No.
What? It's
No,
a good
people
story.
don't need to know.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
No, but they'll know when it's together, and I can go over it. I can't show anything right now.
Well, you've been building it for like a week straight.
It's true. It's
Yeah.
true. I've gone through a whole bunch of steps.
The back room behind Mike in the camera there is like it was filled with Lego pieces
All over the floor.
Now it's a lot better.
I guess I can elaborate on that.
Yeah, why
So,
not? It's a
yeah.
funny story.
All right. So I got the Thunderjaw from Horizon Zero Dawn. It's not
Yeah.
official Lego. It's a
Can you see the tall neck in your shot at all?
no.
Damn.
Nah, it's just you can see the lights and the base of it. But we've shown it. We've shown
Yeah,
it before.
it used to be where Hogwarts is.
Right.
Yeah.
We've got Hogwarts.
Which Hogwarts looks great.
Yeah, I'm not picking that up right now.
No. No.
But yeah, that doesn't have lights in it yet. It will eventually. I've got to
gonna look
finish
fire.
this. It will. It's so good. Just finished the series again. It's great.
Yeah.
I was actually watching the series while I was building the massive Legos. So
Yeah.
yeah. So it's not official Lego set, but somebody what is the word I'm looking for? I don't know.
What?
They figured out how to build it. I don't know. Like they just planned all the pieces out.
Oh, yeah.
Ordered them all, and then shipped them to me as a package. Now with our official Lego sets, you get them in 19 bags, whatever, 22 bags is a lot of pieces, but those bags are broken down into sections. You open a bag, you start with the instructions, and you work through bag 1. Then you open bag 2. All the pieces from bag 1, maybe a couple spares, but
Right.
all those pieces are there for the construction, and then you move on to the next one. That way you're not flooded
Yeah.
with pieces.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you a little story about ordering these aftermarket pieces. Wow. They don't do that. At least this one definitely didn't. There was numbers on the bags. Those numbers were inconsequential. Didn't mean nothing. So I had to open up all the bags.
It
Empty
just
out
meant
all
bag 1 of pieces.
Yeah, so they know what to send me.
Yeah.
Whatever. So I open up all the bags. I've got to organize all the pieces. Luckily, when I opened the bag and emptied it out, all of those pieces in that bag were all of those specific pieces. I wouldn't open another bag and then find those pieces somewhere else and have to put those piles together or whatever. So that was lucky, I guess. Thank you for that. But either way, littered
you for
my
that.
floor with these 4,700 pieces.
Yeah.
They're everywhere. So I've been building it. 1,700 steps, and
Yep.
some steps include putting 10 pieces together. So
Yep.
it's not just a 1-to-1 ratio. Sometimes it is just a one, thing, and it's a that's a step. But I think I'm around 1,270 steps.
Crazy.
Yeah, maybe a little bit past that. Yeah, I don't know.
Probably one of the most elaborate Lego They're not. Well, I guess it's not Lego, but
Well,
aftermarket.
it is. They are all official Lego pieces.
Yeah, but I just mean
It's
like
not-
the,
yeah.
the like just
It's not
from what I'm
licensed
looking
Lego.
at, it's like I'm like, holy moly! Like that thing is. It's basically like the equivalency of like the Death Star or Thank Lego set. Like I mean, they're massive. Like they're huge.
Yeah.
Like it's hard to put, like, even when you guys see it when it's being done built, it's probably not gonna really do it justice.
You're
Yeah.
right, because you have to the scale. It's 31 inches long,
I mean,
or it will be once it's all assembled.
basically Mike showed me. So I saw the skeleton, basically like the frame when you first got it, like you know first 100 couple steps, whatever.
Probably about 200 steps.
Yeah, something like that. And I was like, yo, that looks too big. Like that looks like it's massive. And you were like, that's just the frame, dude. I'm like, I know, but that has me thinking about everything else. And I was like, and that's gonna be huge, dude. And you know, like now that I see more of it, and it's basically, I'd say it's probably more than halfway done.
Oh
right?
yeah.
So and like seeing it to scale, I'm like, holy crap, that is a massive Lego. I mean, it's basically, if you've seen the Lego like Super Star Destroyer, like that Lego set, it's basically like as big as that, like as long as that.
It's 31 inches.
Huge, dude.
From tip of the head to the back of the
And I mean,
end
it's
tail.
it's very cool though.
And it's got all of the radar parts, disc launchers, the hearts in there. Yeah. So and I have to figure out. I'm gonna build it first, but I'm gonna figure out how I can associate LEDs into the mix.
Good luck.
Well, it's big enough and open enough so that actually wiring it wouldn't be an issue.
Right.
So that it would just be like where I need to place them and how I can actually fit an LED in the spots.
Yeah. That
I might
makes
have to
sense.
do some fabrication, like take it apart and maybe modify the brick so that I can place an LED on it, like drill out a piece or so, whatever. But that's a secondary plan. Right now, the dilemma.
Oh, I didn't know if you were going to get into that.
I'll get into it. So, getting towards the tail end of this.
Yeah.
No pun intended. Tail's done. And so I have a lot less pieces on the floor now. So, when I'm looking for a piece, it's somewhat easier because there's less that I'm looking at, but now it's somewhat harder too. Because if I don't see the piece immediately, I get very frustrated.
Yeah,
because I've been looking over these so many times already, and I know where a lot of them are. Like I see it in there, I'm like, I've seen this before, and it's a good memory test. Like bouncing back and forth, like, oh, I know that's over here. I know that's over here. I like kept that in mind for later. But now that I'm whittling down, and if I can't find a piece, I'm like, I've looked all over. I've looked at all. There's not that many pieces to look at.
Right.
So where could it be? And so then I go in steps of standing around looking at it. If I, do that a couple passes, can't find it, we start bending down and looking at it, do a couple passes of that. And then if you get real desperate, then I threaten myself that I'll have to get down on the floor. Then I usually find it. And if not, then I actually have to get on the floor and crawl around. Like basically
Gollum.
put my hand around like each one. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
And then, but sometimes I'm like looking for a pile of them, and there's only one. And that's why I've been overlooking it, because it's only one piece, or vice versa. I'm like, there's only one of those, and turns out there's a whole pile of them. That's why I've been overlooking at them. So, like it's whittling down. So we're getting down there, and I'm going through the thing, and the step that I'm on, I'm like, fine, I need one of these pieces, and I'm like, well, I already know that's an issue, because this is a certain color. and it's very distinct. There was only a few of these certain color pieces
Right.
that I had, and I know what I have left, and I'm like, not there, not there. Turn around, doing like look, and it's bright yellow, so I'm looking against dark gray pieces, which are the same color as the floor. Screw me. White pieces, black pieces, light gray pieces, orange, and then this yellow. So it's very easy to pick
Yeah.
out the orange and the yellow ones.
Yeah, 100%.
It's not there.
It's not there,
It's not there,
dude.
bro. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my God.
Sucks.
So yeah, and I don't have it. I looked. I found 2 other pieces that like are the same thing, just different colors. I'm like, well, let me scroll through the instructions that are left each page and see
Oh,
if they're used
jeez.
again.
And
And I found, yep. And so I'm like, all right, well, I'm missing this piece. So what to do? What to do? I find the piece. You could buy individual pieces on Lego's website.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, with only needing one piece, that only costs a couple cents. You got to pay a couple dollars in shipping.
True.
But I did find this whole thing on a big discount, so I'd still be under what I would normally pay to
Yeah,
get
yeah.
the Thunderjaw, so it's not that big of a deal if I had to buy the piece. Problem is, the piece is in Denmark, and it says 28-day business shipping. Are you kidding me? You see, the ironic part is when I was looking to find the other pieces that I thought I had screwed up on the
Yeah.
foot, right? When I was like, I buy the new pieces, right? The shipping for those, all 3 of those, was 5 days.
5.
I fixed that problem.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't fix this problem.
Yeah, yeah,
28
yeah,
days.
yeah, yeah.
28 days later.
You could get Timmy to 3D print it for you.
No, but it would have to be the right color. So, you beat.
Nah, you
Yeah.
just have to get yellow.
It's got to be the same color. No, not happening. Not happening. We're just ordering. We're going to order the piece, and what I'm going to do is move on from the section I'm on before I order the piece. So it's going to be a little bit longer, but
Right.
I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna take the pieces aside for the one that I'm working on that I'm missing a piece for. Make sure I have everything for that. Build the rest of the pieces. Make sure I'm not missing anything else. Then place the order. Because if I'm missing another piece and I've already placed the order, then I gotta place another order.
My brain meats is working.
You understands?
You understands?
You get it?
I do get it.
Okay.
Here's a thought.
Okay.
I'm just spitballing here. Whoa.
I just find the piece.
No. Oh my God. So what if does that piece have like a model number, like a
Like looking on eBay or something.
no
Rebrickable.
Well, I'm thinking because we can get the piece, but the
Right.
problem is the time.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
So what if we looked up that piece, what sets that it's in,
Oh, fair enough.
and then you could order maybe a cheap, like if it's in a cheap set,
Yeah.
$20 set
Yeah,
on
fair enough.
Amazon,
Fair enough.
maybe that.
That might be a smooth move.
That's the only thing I can think of off.
I mean,
the
it'd probably
top of
be
my
a
head.
little cost a little bit more than what the individual piece would be.
If you find a set that's like $10, though.
Well,
You
true,
know what I mean?
true. Well, that's worth investigating. I'm pretty sure you can look up that stuff.
You can.
I'm pretty sure.
That might be the move, dude. You know,
Yep,
that
yep.
way you don't have to wait 30 days for the piece. And it's like if you get the set and it's just like some stupid ass dumb set, then you're just like, this
Well,
will
just
go
throw
in
the
like
rest of these pieces
Yeah,
with the
and
other
and
spare pieces that I have
Right.
and things. So fair enough. Yeah, that's worth investigating. So
let me know.
very good.
Yeah,
Your
yeah,
brain
let me-
meets
yeah,
is
yeah.
working.
I was gonna say,
Give me
let
the
know.
meats. Give it to me raw, baby.
Yeah, I definitely let me know if that works out because I'd be like, damn,
Yeah,
that was a
that
great
would be
idea.
tight. Ah.
The yoke.
The yoke.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
but
good.
the Power of Brain Meats is brought to you by our sponsor, W Energy. W.GG.
True.
Get 10% off your order.
Yes,
With Coupon code
sir.
RRP. W Energy. You shake it, you bake it, you pop it,
You bake it.
you sip it, you gotta bake it. Oven
Oh
friendly.
yeah.
Uh,
But yeah, that's the Lego
time.
excursion.
That's
and,
what
you
I've
know,
been
current
dealing with.
events. Yeah.
You'll see it when it's all done.
I've been dealing with Palworld.
Yeah. So you want to just hop into Pal time?
We'll bring up the
Powwow?
rundown first. Let's
oh
let's
yeah,
do the
yeah,
rundown.
See what we're talking about.
Yeah,
today. Let's see, where are we at? Rundown.
yeah.
What are we talking about? We no Elden Ring Shadow of the Erd Tree trailer. Not expecting it yet, though. As we discussed,
Probably February, though.
we're looking
I
at
think-
probably the end of February for
Okay.
the anniversary because it's I think the 25th maybe.
February's looking like a promising month.
For
my
sure.
dude.
For sure.
Helldivers 2 in the beginning of the month.
Oh yeah, 8th.
Yeah.
Helldivers 2,
And then
baby.
an Elden Ring trailer at the end of the
that
month.
would be dope.
Oh
That would be the best. But we're
yeah. Whoa.
what we're actually getting into. It's not.
Yes, sir.
We got Palworld
yeah, we
versus the Pokemon.
Yeah.
Not Pokemon.
Pokemans.
We watched True Detective. First 2
Yes.
episodes, season 4.
Pretty D's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we shall. And Monkey Man trailer.
Monkey
Yeah,
Man!
I'm not familiar.
It actually looks
With
pretty
the Monkey
cool.
Man.
Dev Patel and Jordan Peele
Okay.
both teamed up. Think Jordan Peele, executive producer, Dev Patel, director.
Oh, was that this is the game, right? This is a game or a movie?
Movie.
Oh, I thought it was.
It's a
I thought
movie.
he's involved with the game though. I thought
He is with Kojima.
that's right. Okay,
Mhm.
that's what I thought. Okay, this is not it.
That'll probably be really cool.
Yeah.
Both projects look pretty promising.
But this is.
Well-
I just thought it was IGN. I thought it was.
yeah, they just reported on it. Well, I'm not gonna lie. I watched the trailer when it came out. That's why I put it in there because I know dude. Well, I saw Monkey Man. I'm like, huh?
Right.
But then I saw Dev Patel and Jordan Peele, and I was like, what's up?
Let's check it out. We will.
We will.
See what is up with that.
It looks pretty promising.
Cool.
So, but yeah,
Check
I've
it out.
been playing Palworld, my dudes.
Yes.
playing Palworld
Discuss.
Amongst FORTNITE and Smite and now Shadow of War. But Palworld mostly. I was in Jordan's world last week. Me and him started together. I got to a certain point, and then we realized that you can't port your character over to your own world or anything. You kind of have to start fresh, which is real stupid. But I figured out, well, I could technically download the game on my laptop. And when I get off of the game, if people still wanted to play in my world, I could just leave Palworld up on my laptop. I could do that.
Yeah, that's the custom server.
And then somebody just messaged me when everybody gets off, and I would just be like, all right, cool, I'll just shut my laptop off now. I could do that for you. So that's just me.
Yeah, but you wouldn't shut the laptop off. Because if anybody wants to join at any time, they could, right?
well,
if it was on all the time,
but that's what I'm saying is like if it was like so.
don't shut it down.
Well, if it was during the day, right?
Mm.
And it was like, we're all in Discord and you're like, you or Jordan or anybody is like, yo, I'm trying to get on Palworld. I'd be like, yeah, I already have my laptop up. You can just go in. Like,
Okay.
because I wouldn't be playing it on my PC, my gaming PC. I would just, if I wanted to play it, I would shut my laptop down
And then hop over into
yeah. So I'd be like, yo, everybody just stay where you are. I'm
server
coming in.
reset.
Yeah. So like I could do that.
Yeah.
If people wanted me to.
Okay.
So I because or you can go to I'll have to talk to my man's B-Dog.
I need to start.
Dude,
Need to start.
come
but-
on in. The water's fine.
Yeah. I just
good.
busy.
I get you. I just built up my base yesterday.
Okay.
I like it's not like one cube anymore. It has like 3 floors now and,
Oh,
and all
nice.
that shit. Dude, Jordan.
I saw it.
Did you see Jordan's?
Yeah. It's crazy.
Hey. I'm like, homie, you built a whole map.
Yeah.
Like the castle that he built. Did you see that?
I haven't seen a castle, no.
Yeah, okay.
I saw the tower and
Yeah, it's
and his like
he
5-story
went too
tall
he-
thing
yeah,
with the
he-
platform and the
yeah,
hot tub.
He went too hard.
Oh yeah,
It went crazy hard.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Building.
cool. Yeah, it's cool. Don't get me wrong. I'm like, but that's what I told him. I'm like, damn, bro, did you build us any rooms in that bitch? Like, goddamn. Like, so, he might have
Caveman
to.
hotel, man.
That's what I'm saying. He might have to jump in my world and like me and him will build stuff together and get something like that going
okay.
in a different location where I'm at right now because my one base is like Deece right now. It's like cohesive.
Yeah, I've
Everybody,
seen it. It's all right.
everything's working together. So, but I'd like to get a stone structure down, man. That shit was cool.
Yeah, no
So-
mammoths coming in there messing that up.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
anyway, sorry, got off on a tangent here. I've been playing Palworld a lot. More than I thought. Actually a lot more than I thought. The game's in open beta, so it's not done yet. I've noticed after like 30 minutes of gameplay, the frames for the game like really start to dip down. There's one thing in particular in my base that is like causing shit to go down to like 15 frames at some points. It's like really bad. There's like these coolers you can build for food where you store food in them and then you put ice pal down next to it and then it'll cool the cooler, like powers
Yeah.
the cooler.
Right. Keeps the stuff fresh.
That like cooling effect of like their ice and stuff next to it, it's like breaking the game.
It's too much.
It's way too much.
I guess if anything, I would guess it's particle effects.
Probably, yeah. I mean, like it's crazy bad sometimes.
Open beta.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing that you gotta kind of, or I'm like, I don't care. It's open beta. The game, like, the game's still good. Like,
Yeah.
in my opinion, it's
From what I've seen.
better than Lego Fortnite, right now.
Well, that's because it's a cross of that and Pokemon.
Well, I just think that it's more, like optimized. It's more solid than Lego Fortnite when like there's no like rubber banding
Well,
type stuff that's
Yeah.
going on that's like breaking the game for me. Even when my frames go down to like 30 frames or whatever, I can still maneuver in the game and get out of there.
right.
Can't do that when I'm rubber banding in a game, especially a survival.
And if you're in
crafting
a
game.
fight with something,
Right.
then it's
Yeah. So I haven't had anything like that happen. I have had crash issues on Xbox Game Pass version. I can only attest to that. I've heard, and I have homies that have it on Steam. I've heard that the Steam version is infinitely better. I
Good.
totally get that. And I I've seen it. So like I know I'm locked into the Xbox
No, it's
version.
because you've
I just
invested.
well, yeah, I'm like level 23. I've started over twice.
Squared.
Like,
1 times 3.
I just can't. I can't do it again. Yesterday, I was getting this bug where I would log in, I would go to my world, it would load me in, and then crash immediately. And then it happened to me like 6 times.
Oh yeah.
And
right.
so then I just restarted my computer, came back, and then it loaded in fine. But I was very, very close to being like, you know what?
Done.
Fuck it. I'm
Right.
getting it on Steam. I don't care.
Join
but
join.
I
this.
can't.
So we can join you.
Well, you guys can now.
Oh yeah, you're up to. The,
I'm updated.
okay.
The
enough.
Game Pass version should be updated to the point where Steam is now.
We'll try it out.
I think.
I almost tried it out. There was one day
yeah.
I tried and then said nope,
Yeah.
incompatible, and I said
now-
all right, back to the Lego.
Yeah, I don't know if it
Done with
will work. I haven't had anybody else try. Like Jordan's been doing his own thing. I've been doing my own thing. So
Right.
like neither of us have tried.
Gotcha.
But other than that, I mean like I said, the game is really fun. I've been kind of like doing what I normally do in a survival crafting game when I'm by myself, is kind of just like I hunker down and like get to a point where I'm like, cool, I'm a decent level. I'm going to build up my base now and like decorate everything and make things look cool. So
Right.
like I put like I'm not like sleeping in there. I'm gonna make my room in all that type of shit like later. But-
Furniture and
Well,
decor and all that stuff.
Yeah, I made like a hangout bar section of the base where it's like it's got like you like walk up the steps and then you have to like go around and it's got like barrels and like this cool like I forget what it's called, but it's like the stuff that you have draped
There's
over the
foliage.
booth. Yeah, like it has like foliage on the walls and shit. And it has
Nice.
rugs everywhere and everything. It's got a fireplace
Is that for your
and everything.
pals to
No,
congregate?
it's just something that I just decorate. I don't
Oh,
even
okay.
think you can use half the shit. I know you can use half of it for like storage, like the barrels and all that stuff. You can keep things in there.
Oh, okay.
So I think you can make juice eventually too. So I'll probably just put all the juice and stuff in there.
The juice barrels.
Yeah, it'll be the juice bar or whatever. But there's
It's
like
fine.
there's like a little like antique desk that I have in there and stuff. It's just stupid shit like that
Look
that
at
I
it
like.
nice.
Yeah, it looks cool. Like you go up and there's like these like sweet ass rugs all over the floor and all that shit, and you like walk and you're like, yeah, that's pretty nice.
Are they all
man."
just like pal skins?
No, I
just-
wish they kind of were. They look like legit like
Just- yeah.
antique rugs.
Oh,
like
cool.
they're like massive,
Ornate.
too. Yeah. They're pretty cool. But yeah, so I mean, I've just been doing that and building my base up and shit like that. I was looking at what Jordan was doing, and I was like, damn, I should have did that, bro. Cause like he built a base where he put everything in his base. So like the rock mine and like the wood gathering thing, like where it's like a bunch of trees and people hack
Yeah.
at trees. That's
Right.
all inside of his base.
Okay.
So like he doesn't have to like walk around outside. Like none of his pals are outside of his base. They're all sleeping in his base. Everybody's at his base.
Right.
He doesn't have to leave.
Right.
And I was like, damn, that's a good idea. I should have did that.
You didn't do that?
No, so like what I did is like I have a massive like log cabin,
Mhm.
right? That's and the bottom floor is where all my workbench shit is, like all
and
my
cooking
like
stuff.
yeah, like all my spheres, my like weapon like stuff, like all that kind of stuff is on the bottom level.
Mm.
Then the top level is where I'm storing all the food, and that's like has like right now it only has 2, but it's gonna have coolers and stuff like that. I'm gonna end up moving the cooking stuff and all that kind of shit in that room. So like
Okay.
that's where all the shit's gonna get cooked.
Kitchen.
Yeah, pretty much. Then above that is that bar stupid room or whatever that I have. Then
Lounge.
then above that I have an egg incubator room where I only have 2 incubators, but I'm gonna be putting a bunch of incubators and stuff in there to like when I get eggs I can just put them in there and they'll already have their shits. And then I have like a bunch of other stuff that I'm doing in that log cabin, and then outside of my log cabin I have like a mine and like 2 ranches and like my wheat farm and my berry farms and all that kind of stuff. So there's like pals outside of my house that are working outside of my house, and then they all of their beds are outside.
Okay.
And then I have pals that are inside that have beds and feeding boxes and stuff inside of my base where I'm like, y'all are the inside pals. Like y'all are more important than the dudes outside.
Wow.
Yeah. I gotta figure out how to write on the signs that you can build, because I have a sign outside that I want to put because I saw a meme recently that I was like, oh man, I'm about to do that in my world. But you can put up a training dummy and it has one of the penguins on the training dummy and they're like dead on it. So I'm gonna put that in the middle of it, but I want 2 signs down that says, one sign says you are replaceable, and then the other one says work hard or die.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're crazy.
Yeah, well, I'm just gonna put that there.
I'm just gonna stake it down.
Well, yeah.
These are the rules.
I don't make them work brutally or anything.
Well,
I
that's
just want them to know, like, if you know, like the stupid cat that doesn't cool anything, even though it's an ice pal. We'll get into the whole thing later, but it's an ice pal, and you pick it up and you throw it on the fucking cooler, and it says, you know what, bro? Fuck you. I'm gonna go graze instead of cool the food. And the food only has a fucking timer on it. It has a 20-minute timer, and the thing's just just running around, being an idiot. So I have to rotate them out and put another thing on there. Hey, you gonna cool the food? Oh, you're not?
You're not?
Okay, rotate them out.
Get him out of here.
Yeah, so, and then I had a boss that I caught. His name's like Sweeper or something like that. He's got a mustache. He's massive, and he's cooling.
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, I'll show him to you. He's pretty stupid looking, but but yeah, I threw him on it. He cools all the food, but then he's like breaking my game. I'm like, cool. So the one that cools the food that wants to is like breaking my shit. It's great.
What do you think about the designs?
So okay. So I heard that, you know, the creators used AI to create a lot of the pals, stuff like that. And I don't think there's anything wrong with it. And like at all. Because they did what you're supposed to do with AI, and they utilized it as a tool to create something new.
Okay.
And in my opinion, the way that PALs got created is the exact same thing as Pokemon using Dragon Quest as inspiration for their stuff, because that's exactly what they did.
Yeah.
And
it's a hard line between inspiration and straight ripping.
yeah, but they didn't straight
concepts.
rip anything. Not in my opinion. Sorry, I know that's a charged statement right now, but
Yeah.
not in my opinion. No, I'm sorry, but if you put in a prompt like blah 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 blah,
But I think it goes beyond just the design of them, though. It's the design, the catching, the using them in battle with specific moves. Like there's a lot of similarities, but it's hard to like. All right, it's the same thing with music. There's so many notes. Like, how
But
many
that-
things can you do in this type of?
I don't understand. So Digimon
No, I know.
can't do that.
No, but they can and they did.
That's what I'm
what,
saying.
like there is a
What
there
are we
is a
talking
gray area where it's like, yes, this is the same thing, but it's not. I don't know how they legally determine, you know, that.
The only reason why people have a problem with Palworld is because Palworld is doing what Pokemon has been doing better than Pokemon is what they're doing right now. I just saw the trailer for the new Pokemon game,
Yeah.
and I literally was like, "Ha! This looks like dog shit. I'm gonna play Palworld
Well,
instead."
that's supposed to be their open world game?
Yeah.
Right.
It looks like dog shit.
Well, I mean, elaborate. How
Because
so?
there's nothing that you can do in it that's innovative that Pokemon has had in there. It's the same shit.
just
that
having
you have.
the character outside.
Just your
walking around.
Pokemon's following you around. There's trees and everything around you. Can't do anything with them. Can't go like. It's literally the same game y'all have been playing since the 90s. They haven't innovated. They do the
It's true.
same shit. It's Madden, but with creatures. I'm dead ass. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry that an indie studio did your stuff better than you can do. It's the same thing as
Well, it's not better. They innovated on it. They took elements from this type of a game, and they took elements from
Yeah,
this type of game
they're
and melded
doing
them.
their game better.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same thing as if some superhero franchise came out right now and everybody was like, "This is the best superhero shit that I've ever seen in my life." Fuck Marvel. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Everybody would be like, "What do you mean? Fuck Marvel, huh?" Like, and it would. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Because you're mad because super big franchise is lackluster in what they're putting out. They're putting out mid-ass content, and an indie developer said, "I'm tired of this mid-ass content," because the indie developer, I guarantee you, is probably a Pokemon fan. Probably a diehard Pokemon fan.
Well, yeah, you would
And is-
imagine.
And as a developer was like, why are they putting out crap? I'm tired of playing this crap. I can do it better than them.
Well, I think there is that aspect of where, like, you know, I don't like what they've been coming up with and
Right.
improving on it.
Sure.
But I just also think that whole of, well, can I make Pokemon into a survival game
Yeah.
and make that work? Obviously, you can't legally do it with Pokemon, so you have
Right.
to find that workaround. but concept wise of like, what if you could build and you had to like eat and survive in a Pokemon game? What would that look like? It's Palworld. Well, with some more caveats with actually like being able to attack the Pokemon.
So, and I want to make this point
Or
clear.
creatures.
I don't think that thought wouldn't come across anyone's head unless Pokemon came out with what they did a couple years ago, where you had, it was like third person, your Pokemon was out and about and you were catching things in real time and all that kind of stuff. When they came out with that, I was like, damn, that's awesome. I thought that was real cool. But then they'd never innovated on it at all. So like that developer probably played those Pokemon games and said, what if I could make Pokemon, this game would be fire if it was like survival crafting, like
Exactly.
Minecraft, like you just said. And then that seed got planted and he was like, I'm gonna make this survival crafting game. And bada bing, Palworld is there. I mean, I just, the whole angst with the whole like, they stole Pokemon, all that shit, like, I really think it's funny because I just go, no, they didn't. Like, they literally did exactly what Digimon did.
Yeah.
Why are you getting mad? I don't understand. Like, it's okay. Just let the game be good.
At the end of the day, that's
and it's not a shitty game.
what the best
I'm tired
take
of
would be, I
everybody
think.
saying like, this is the fucking shitty game, dude. It's not. It sold 8 million copies in the first 2 days it was out. It broke servers. It's broken world records on Steam.
Well, and the game just might not be for them. Whatever, that's fine.
Well, and I'm not singling nobody out here. I'm talking about online.
Right.
People just are like, it's the shittiest fucking game ever. No, it's not. It's good. It's a good game and it's fun. I don't care. And if you're mad, stay mad, hater. Like,
Yeah.
Palworld's not gonna be going anywhere anytime soon. Pokemon saying that they're gonna investigate. Okay, that's
Investigate
cool.
what?
Exactly. Nothing. Investigate my nutsack on top of this
Well,
10
investigate
stack
why
of
their
cash.
sales just so
Yeah.
low.
We're gonna investigate. Okay.
Well, and then you just also have to take into consideration too. Just yes, Pokemon is a big property and it's going to automatically pull big numbers. Or
Yeah,
they expect to. It's like the same thing with Marvel or Disney Complex, right? But the accessibility with Pokemon is limited only to Nintendo products.
right.
Where this is open to PC, Xbox, just anything with Steam.
I don't know if it's on PlayStation, but it might even be on PlayStation.
I mean, if you have Steam, I would have.
I don't know if it's on PlayStation.
Don't know.
I don't know. I know it's on Xbox Game Pass.
It might make its way to PlayStation. Who knows?
Probably.
Well, then again, if it's a Microsoft funded game, maybe it will, maybe it won't. But
yeah,
either
probably
way,
not.
just the fact that it's on Steam or Xbox, that's a wider market already than just
yeah.
Nintendo.
Well, the sheer fact that it's made on Unreal 5 and that probably in 6 to 8 months you're going to be able to run it at 144 hertz concurrent, totally flawless,
And it looks pretty
smooth.
good. It looks pretty damn good for the quality of it being in the beta.
Oh yeah,
You know,
I mean, it's only going to get better. I have an article in our notes about the update that's coming here shortly. But we don't have to get too far into that yet. You know, there's a
since we're
couple.
on Power, we just might as well do it.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, just in general, I mean, Palworld's definitely a good game. It's a funny game. It's very memeable. And it's one of those things that is it's really hot right now. If you have a kiddo, you've probably heard about it. You probably heard about it. If you have a kid that has an Xbox, you probably heard about it by now.
Yeah, probably.
You know, but I would highly recommend everybody to at least try and check it out. Like if you're a Pokemon fan, check it out. If you're a survival crafting fan, I think it's worth checking out. Like,
Cool.
I think it's a cool survival crafting game. Give me 2 seconds, because I have to pee.
Okay,
Holy
we'll
mother.
we'll get into it.
Yeah,
right
just
after
literally,
this.
like, I'm going to be gone for, like, a minute.
Sega Genesis, the ultimate action system. And then he buys Mortal Kombat, the arcade edition, and the all-new Shinobi 3, and Marvel's X-Men. Now, things are pretty much okay.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean.
Copy that. Wow. Copy that.
Yeah.
We back, baby.
Back. Back in
Palworld
action.
roadmap teases PvP, new pals, and full crossplay, baby.
New pals. Big pals. So how many are there in there now? Do you think?
111.
111.
Yeah, man, there's a lot of pals.
And you don't know how many you've got. Not total, but variety-wise.
Probably more than half.
More than half.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there's definitely like regions. There's like the map. I haven't explored like any of the map basically. I mean,
I saw. Now, how were there spots that were like separated by fog? How did you get there?
I didn't. I
Oh.
think you could just like.
You
those
just
are-
know something's out there, so
Yeah.
it's like okay, I got
Yeah,
you.
it's like the game being like, get
I'm
out
like,
to
did you
there.
pop up a tunnel? Is there an underground? What's going on
Nah,
over here?
nah,
Okay.
Nah, just I just kind of stayed where I was and like went around capturing bosses and stuff like that. So
Cool enough.
yeah,
So we got 111. They're going to be adding more.
yeah,
Full crossplay. That's what I'm talking about. I hope because
yeah, that would be interesting. Full
we'll see
crossplay.
what that means. All right. Following the resounding success of Palworld, it's overrated. No, I'm just kidding. Since its early access launch, Palworld developer Pocket Pair has now shared a roadmap detailing where it plans to take the game in the future. For those who have been keeping up with Palworld, currently offers and what it lacks, the roadmap shouldn't be too surprising with features like PvP and crossplay between Xbox and Steam included in the list of things to do. So I guess you can't do that right now, though.
No, yeah, or not right now.
But the roadmap also teases that Pocket Pair will be adding new pals and islands for players to explore. Those newer additions won't come until later on, however, if the order in which things are listed on the roadmap is indicative of how Pocket Pair plans on going about adding things. As one might have anticipated, the first priority when it comes to new Palworld content will deal initially with fixing bugs and other problems. Yes, please, bugs fixes. Players have been encountering like endless loading screens upon startup or black screens that lead to nothing. After these problems are resolved, we'll get to the content that players been asking for. Well, obviously, yes. Fix the bugs first before you start adding new stuff in.
Yeah.
Is a good method of attack on that. Palworld's creators shared the game's roadmap. Yeah, okay. Discord. We got join the Discord. Join our Discord.
That's true. Currently, numerous bugs have been identified, and we're prioritizing fixing those. Sometimes the world date. Wait, what? Sometimes the world date may experience rollbacks. I don't really know what that means, to be honest. The loading screen may persist when trying to load into worlds and so on. Oh, I think he's like talking about the bugs.
Oh, okay.
Improvements to implement ASAP. Key configuration improvements.
Yes,
Yep,
that's
that's a big one. Improvements to base PAL AI and pathing. Please, God. That's literally like one of the things I was just talking about with like the PAL not freezing, like the cooler and stuff. It's like,
yeah.
no, I didn't want you to work on the sphere bench. I'm throwing you on the cooler. Like, yeah. Yeah.
Transporting.
Yeah, transporting. Planned future updates. Let's see. Oh, bro. PvP raid bosses would be sick and nasty. PAL Arena. Oh, bro, that's going to be like Pokemon Coliseum, homie.
Yeah, that's
That's going to be cool. Steam, Xbox crossplay. Gotcha.
Need that.
Yeah. So I guess that means you can't play if you have Steam. You can play on my server. I think.
That's what I would assume.
Yeah. Various Xbox feature improvements. I don't really know what that means. Server transfers and migrations.
Big one.
Please.
Big one.
Improvements to the building system. The building system is not bad. I didn't know that you could, like, once you place something, if you right click, you could continue to place down that same thing that you just had.
Okay.
So that I thought you had to keep going back. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
But
That would be rough.
yeah, I mean, some future improvements to the building system would be appreciated. New islands, pals, bosses, and technologies. Yeah, I mean,
Big one.
we knew that going forward. That would be part of the end game content.
So
here.
I would assume that this new islands, pals, bosses, technologies would come out when the game fully releases.
I don't even know if you'll see it then. I would assume that they'll probably get, if anything, I don't think new pals or bosses or technologies will come in sooner than raid bosses will. I think you'll get like probably maybe 1 or 2 raid bosses, and then like they'll start to release new island with a raid boss additional and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I think the future updates thing, when people release a roadmap, I know a lot of people think when they release a roadmap, it usually means like within the first like 6 to 8 months to a year when the game launches. I kind of look at a roadmap as like a 2-year block. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Just because like a lot of studios, and they might be included in this. I don't know. I haven't played their game and really followed the company extensively enough yet. But a lot of companies aren't really transparent when they bring a roadmap out. They kind of are just like, here's our plans for the future. Please don't hate us. Like, you know what I mean? There's one game in particular that I've played recently that, well, I guess 2 if I really wanted to count that. But I guess there's 2 games that I'm playing right now that are pretty honest with their community about like a roadmap of the game. One is the finals. They basically put out a roadmap and said, we don't have no dates for you when any of this shit is coming out because we're not telling you.
Gotcha.
Like, because it's we are going to take our time on this stuff because we want it to be good. Which I was like, thanks for telling us
fair
that.
enough.
At least, I mean, it's cool to look at a roadmap, but like, I'm not trying to have you guys rush anything and make
No,
it bad.
it needs to look
Yeah.
good and it needs to work.
Yeah, and that company is really focused on balance, which is really cool. And Smite's really good at talking to their community, being like, this is what's happening. So
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I just noticed it under like their roadmap that they actually posted
sure.
for the planned future updates. The PvP raid bosses in Pal Arena are highlighted, and then the rest are not. I don't know if like these are the main ones
yeah.
they're working on.
Probably. Yeah, you're probably gonna see those 3 things before.
Unfortunately, before Steam Xbox
Yeah.
crossplay.
I mean, that's not see, but that's the thing is like, it's not really far off to think about it that way because you got to think about your 8 million players that are playing right now. They're all going to get to the end of the game before, like stuff like this. So like, it's like from a company's perspective, you're like, I have to keep entertaining the people who are playing the game right now. Like, I don't
Fair
want them
enough.
to get bored.
Well, and I also think that they have a team. Well, they probably should have already had something, but I would say they already have a team planned on working on these things. Like, they knew that this wasn't going to come out at alpha or beta.
Right.
So they already developed the team that started working on them,
Yeah.
and then they discovered, there's a cross-play issue when comes to testing. Now we have a development team. They're
Yeah.
behind that. We'll see.
Yeah, I think I think Palworld will probably be here to stay, especially on the podcast. We'll probably be playing it for a little while, at least until we're at endgame and we can't do anything else. Like, I've beaten all the raid bosses. I've done all that shit. Like, I'm waiting for crossplay or something like that. Like, then we'll move on to something
It doesn't
else.
say anything about any kind of like evolution or anything like that. So
I mean, technically, they don't really need to.
they don't need to. No,
Like,
they
they-
don't.
they
And that's a thing that would be a distinguishing factor against Pokemon, where it's like, yeah, but ours are just they don't evolve or anything. It's not the same thing.
But even if they did, I might at least if I was on their team, I'd be like, Digimon evolve, homie. Like,
no, right?
What
That's
are
true.
we
That's
talking
true.
about?
I'm just saying, I would like them to evolve because then you just get access to more things, and it's just
Well, yeah,
it's
and
cooler
they're
when you see them
cool.
go like bloop bloop
Well,
bloop.
yeah, I get you. I'm 100% with you on that. I think it would be cool where you get them to a level and you're like, damn, I just got him level 20. He's evolving, bro. This is
Right.
cool. Or changing, I guess you could call it. He's changing.
Metamorphosizing.
Yeah, man. I don't know. Palworld's a cool game though. I like it. If you're a Palworld hater, I'm sorry. But that's just it is what it is, baby. That's the way the cookie crumbles, and the game's good. Sorry.
Check it out.
Yeah, try it out.
It's
good. I like it. So
Boom, 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 boom. All right, cool. Well, that's Palworld.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
man.
man. What do we want to get into on the next Flippy Flop?
Why don't we do Monkey Man trailer and then we can end it with like HBO's True Detective.
Monkey Man trailer, you say?
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's doable. I think so. I need to check some things first.
You're good,
Make
no
sure
problem. Yeah.
we ain't gonna-
Guys, join the Discord. Give us a like on YouTube and make sure that if you have Twitch and you have Amazon Prime and you haven't thrown out that free sub, maybe give us that. Or give it to a content creator that you watch all the time. And, you're like, oh, shit, I got a free sub? Damn. And I watch Asmongold or I watch, I don't know, Emerald. Or
Anybody.
Valkyrie or I don't know. Anyone? Tim the Tap Man? Anybody that's on Twitch, man, that you like watching. And they have a sub, and you got Twitch Prime.
Twitchy
Do it.
Twitch.
This is a Red Band trailer, everybody. So just giving you guys a warning. Letting you know. But we're going to watch and react to Dev Patel and Jordan Peele's Monkey Man. This is the official Red Band trailer. If you're young, get out of here. If you got your parents' consent and they said, yeah, you can watch it, no problem.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
No. But yeah, we're gonna
watch it. That's pretty cool.
What? No.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
That's awesome, man.
Couldn't get him on that
Yeah,
one.
not get me on that.
Couldn't get him on that one.
Oh.
But all right, yeah, this is the
Monkey
Red Band trailer.
Man.
Monkey Man.
Let's watch it.
Nope.
Okay.
Don't want it to.
Nope.
Get out of here.
Nope.
All right. Boom, da, boom. Okay.
Dev Patel looking jacked. Oh.
The
Wukong,
white
baby.
monkey. Oh, well. There he is. See? That's what I said. There he is. You're a beast.
This looks pretty good, dude.
Damn. Ah. Boogie, you're out.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh.
I knew that aquarium was going
Damn,
down.
bro.
dude.
Yeah,
Knew
this
it.
looks cool.
Oh, got him.
Oh.
That was fun. Oh, that was close.
Whoa.
Yeah, they were cool.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh yeah, that was cool. Boom, boom.
Dude, this looks good. Oh my God. Oh. Yeah. Dude,
Monkey Man.
that was a damn good trailer. Yeah, that looks really
April
good.
5th.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Only in theaters. I like it.
Like it too. I think it looks good.
That was pretty good.
Yeah. Sheesh.
Yeah,
Got
that
some
was-
cool action in it.
For sure.
Yeah. Seems like a good story too.
Yeah. It's interesting. It seems like it's Wick-esque.
Yeah, me too. I was just gonna say
Food,
that.
But more story behind it. I don't know.
You
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not
yeah.
just like kill my dog, I'm gonna get you.
Yeah, it seems like it's a little bit maybe less tactical than Wick Fu.
Yeah.
It definitely has that vibe, but it seems like the story's going to be a little bit more deep.
For
like
sure.
You're going to get a lot more backstory than Wick.
It interesting. I like it.
I
like
think it looks I mean, dude, Jordan Peele executive produced, baby. That's pretty damn good.
Good
looking
job
movie.
so far.
And Dev Patel behind the directing chair.
Mm-hmm.
It's really cool and starring, but seeing him direct something is pretty interesting. And he's in a lot of stuff that, well, I don't want to say a lot. Let me rephrase that. He's in a couple things that I really like.
Okay.
Like The Green Knight. He was really good in that. So I'm excited to see what that movie has to offer, man. I think it looked good, dude. I was
like I
impressed. Said, I saw the trailer and I was like, yeah, this is pretty fire. I gotta put this in here. Put this in the notes.
The stove.
Yeah, dude.
Bam!
Yeah.
The
The action sequences really looked well done.
I agree.
I thought
it was pretty tight.
That the scenes in the club remind me of Wick.
John. Oh yeah.
I was like, damn, this looks fire.
Yeah. As soon as you see that pop, you're like, I know where that's from.
That wrestling scene that it's gonna be in the movie, I think that's gonna be fire.
Yeah. I
Like
agree.
he's gonna be doing some wild shit in there, and then the lead star from District 9 looks like he's the Are you
the announcer guy?
Yeah, I was like, damn, that's cool.
Hey, he's back, baby.
Yeah, I like him.
And
He's
it
cool.
looks interesting. I like the mask. Looks really
the mask
cool.
looks really good.
Like it. All about it.
Practical too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
Saw
that.
take it off.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I like it. I think it looks really good.
Agreed. All right. So that's that. And
Lucky
then we
man.
got one more thing to discuss.
Yes, sir. HBO's True Detective Season 4.
Season 4. Boom. All right, we in it.
Night Country. Nice, good job. That looks fire. So I'm very familiar with the True Detective series, how they all kind of like play out. So, I will definitely say, so this one's kind of been getting like, like eaten up by like critics and stuff. Like, I don't know, like people are like hating on it or whatever. I don't know, really.
Why?
Just saying that it's not. It's okay. So, True Detective has like a curse on it.
Okay.
It's so the first season came out. Matthew McConaughey, Woody Harrelson in New Orleans, buddy copping,
Yeah.
and it was really good. Like,
So right here, I haven't seen it,
It's like,
but this was making me want to see it.
It's like a 10 out of 10 TV.
Okay.
It's really, really good. If you like that kind of stuff, and you're either of their like fan of their work or their acting, check it out. It's
Gotcha.
really well done.
Cool.
So that came out, and then season 2 came out. Everybody's like, "What the fuck is this? It's not as good as season 1." Then the third season came out. Everybody's like, "It's good, not as good as season 1 though."
Okay.
So then this season came out, and the same thing is happening where
It's
everybody's
not
like,
good
it's not
season.
as good as season 1. And it's like, that's because season 1, they literally had lightning in a bottle. Like every single thing that they did in the show
Yeah.
was like
One-
a
it's just
gold
top.
nugget. Yeah, it was just so good. The story's really good. The intertwines with the characters where it's like they have some good and bad to them. Everything is so well balanced and like, I don't know. It's just hard to explain other than saying
Well done.
it's really good.
Gotcha.
But I like every season because they're different. They're different stories. Like the second season has Vince Vaughn, Colin Farrell, and oh my God, what is her name? Rachel something. She's in Doctor Strange.
McAdams?
Yeah, McAdams. She's in it.
Oh, okay.
And she's like a cop in it too. She's pretty badass in it. But Colin Farrell and Vince Vaughn, Colin Farrell, Rachel McAdams are like the big names in season 2. That one was good. I thought it was pretty well done. Season 3 is Mahershala Ali. Oh man, and I forget his buddy, the other dude. I haven't seen him in much, but he was really good. But
Gilbert Godfrey.
he's that. We gotta get these clothes, you know. Like, I mean, what the fuck is going on around here? Pour me another drink. Yeah, it's a pretty.
It's a spiral. Anybody know what that means?
It's cold as shit out here. But yeah, so Mahershala Ali and Gilbert Godfrey is that season. Yeah.
All right.
That
cool.
would be great. I would watch that. But yeah, that season is really good too. I liked it better than season 2, but again, it's not as good as season 1.
Gilbert Godfrey.
Dude, I need to see that. But yeah, season 4 though is what we're talking about. Night Country. It's based in Alaska. Has Jodie Foster as the big name in it.
Yeah.
And Gilbert Godfrey.
It's a sequel.
I just keep hearing him go, it's a spiral. Anyway.
No, season 4. Season 5's Cat Williams and Gilbert Godfrey.
The investigation of how Cat Williams read 3,000 books in a year. No, I know. That's one thing everybody's making fun of him for saying on Shay. I love Cat Williams. Yeah. I was going to be like, I think everything that he talks is straight up truth. Maybe a little exaggerated, but I think he read a lot of damn books when he was younger.
It's all truth. Just maybe a little exaggerated.
Well, I mean, dude, some of the shit, I'm like, huh?
No.
But I mean, like him saying the whole like Diddy thing and all that shit, I was like, damn! So I think that's real. I mean, he was right about Ludacris.
Yeah, he's got big things going on with Kevin Hart right now.
Beef wise, yeah, I know. Well, I not looking too good for Kevin Hart.
It's not.
You ain't making me talk about this. 3 seconds later, motherfucker. Yeah, love that, idiot. Anyway, I think it's funny. You know what I mean? They're two huge names. I'd love to see them on like a comedy tour, going roast of each other, some shit like that.
Won't.
Go back to back, huh?
You won't.
Oh man, it would be, dude. They make so much money.
Don't
They
matter.
make so much money.
That's one thing Kat said.
What? That'll never perform with him?
No, he's never been in the same building.
Oh,
as,
I know. Yeah, I know. He has it in his contract. Yeah, not to interact with him.
Either way, True Detective season 4.
Yeah.
Gilbert Godfrey.
Featuring Gilbert Godfrey, Cat Williams, and Jodie Foster.
No.
Yeah,
Jodie Foster's the big
she's
name in
the
this
big
one.
name in it. It's pretty good so far. I don't have a problem with it really at all. It's based in Alaska. It obviously, because it's in Alaska, there's a lot of outside shots where it's like you get it's gonna sound funny, but it's like, damn, it's cold outside, baby.
Yeah,
like, you know what I
you
mean?
can
Like
tell.
they're just, I mean, holy moly, it's cold as hell. And there's something that happens in the show that kind of involves
being cold
frozen things, popsicles, if you would.
Musicals.
Yeah, which was interesting. And I honestly, like, I guess we'll talk about it when we get into spoilers, but I just never really thought about that before. I'm like, if you did that, like, damn, bro, they gotta dig all that up, and then they gotta, that's crazy. Like, they're like stuck in that bitch.
They are.
I mean, it's just wild to think about, like, where you're just like, damn, how long does it take for that to actually happen? That's kind of crazy, bro. That's wild. Like, that can happen.
Was
That's
it like
wild.
a week?
I don't know.
I can't remember what it was in the
I think it
show.
was days. I thought it
Couple
was
days.
Yeah,
well,
I
it could be. I
Yeah, I
guess
thought
up
it was
there.
like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought it was a couple days.
Yeah, it could be up there. Yeah, why not?
I was like, sheesh,
yeah.
that's great. I mean, because like, especially when they, and we'll get into it in the spoilers, but when the popsicle kind of falls out, I mean, so
Yeah.
they're not like, you know, fucking Skeletor or anything. You know what
No,
I mean? It's like a,
well,
I guess the frost,
they're
you know,
preserved.
yeah, it's
in
true.
it.
Damn. Well, yeah, either way, there's a lot of stuff that like this.
It's
I'll
intriguing.
I'll give you a general premise, spoiler free. Okay.
Do it up.
So, in Alaska, there's these scientists. They're working at a lab. They're ice coring for a microscopic organism that could be like a game changer when it comes to the health of humans. Like, take for instance, cures for cancer or Alzheimer's or I don't know, anything really. So they're coring ice, which if you don't know what that means, it means they're drilling into ice in the middle of the Alaskan surface, and they're bringing up fresh like cylinders, I guess if you will, of ice that are underground that have like potentially frozen organisms from like prehistoric ages and stuff like that in them. And then when they find things like that, they can utilize those organisms to help further the human race.
They can study them for their,
right,
genetics. And
and do things with them that peasants like me, can't even comprehend. So that's what those scientists are doing.
take a little out of here to put a little over here.
Right, yeah.
They do that.
Okay.
That's what they're working
I'm like,
on.
what? Can I crush this up in a drink, huh?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? They're like, no!
Ice cubes, anybody?
Turn into a mutant after that. Anyway, so they have these scientists. They're doing that. These scientists, they all go missing. There's like 7 of them. They all go missing, and Jodie Foster is a like police captain or something along the lines of that. She's in charge. She gets hired to come through that facility where they were all at and investigate the crime scene of where they went or what happened, whatever, what have you. That's basically the general plot of the show. That's what's going on. I'm trying to think of where I was trying to go with that. Well, I guess I'll just say what I like about it so far. So I love the shots. There's a lot of like night sequences too.
Well,
Very cool.
We touched on that. This is the beginning of the 30-day night cycle.
Yes. Which was super cool. I like that there's a lot more night stuff in it because it
All takes place at night.
Well, it just makes it feel more ominous.
Well, of course,
out in the
100%.
snow, it makes it feel like, I don't know, like you're.
It
like
adds
you're
to that,
watching
like,
The
this is
Thing.
real cold feeling.
Yeah, 100%.
This is isolated. It's,
Yeah, it
Exactly.
looks very dark, gloomy outside. Like people are, when they're talking, their breath is, you can see the breath in the air.
It's cold.
It cold.
We know that.
The story, it's breadcrumbing, so far.
Yeah.
Which it needs to. The pace of it, breadcrumbing. I'm not gonna lie, by the second episode, I was like, we're getting a little too fast now. Things are happening at a little quicker of a pace than I'm used to in True Detective, but it's not necessarily bad. I feel like this one's gonna have a lot more twists and turns.
It's got to, because everybody's got history.
Well,
with
and
each
that's
other. That's the
another
thing.
good thing is that they're showing you a little bit more history of a lot of characters right now. A lot of characters that are getting a lot of screen time. You're kind of understanding why they're acting the way that they are. There's one girl that I can think of in particular where she is just almost Brie Larson stoic on screen. But I like it better because they've given me a lot of they've given you a lot of, like, they've spoon-fed you a lot of history, like, into your eyeballs about her and why she acts that way.
Gotcha.
And there are some interactions in the second episode between this character and Jodie Foster where you're like, oh, okay, there is a little bit more to these people than I thought. Like, they have a history. And
it's not divulged yet. Like, that there's something that happened.
Yeah.
They can work cordially together.
But that's about it.
somewhat, but that's about it, and it's not for long. Like,
Right.
it's like, all right, I had enough of you, dude. I'm done. I'm going home.
And I like that because that's very reminiscent of how the first season was, where it was like Woody Harrelson was like, I have to work with Matthew McConaughey. I fucking hate him.
Right.
Like, and it,
Okay.
but he's a really good cop, so I need to work with him. So we'll just do good police work, and then hopefully I don't have to hang out
and
with him
the
outside.
dynamic that it plays off
Yeah,
of. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
right,
so
right.
it's like they're starting to kind of do that. And I'm, I am getting that. It's just, again, and you got to go into the show knowing this. It's just not Woody Harrelson, Matthew McConaughey chemistry. So it just doesn't feel as good, but it's there. It like I said, it's the same product. It's just store brand. As I don't want to sound disrespectful or anything, because I do like what I see. It's just not Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson is what I'm saying.
Yeah, fair
So,
enough.
I like that. There's something that they're doing in this season too that I'm kind of used to, but it's way more in this season, is like they're doing like some weird like ghosty type shit in this one too,
Yeah.
where they're not really telling you if it's like people just like losing their mind, or if it's like legit like some ghost type
It's
shit
Ennis,
like
dude.
happening.
Ennis is weird, man.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on with like that type of thing in this, because in the first season there was some like witchcraft like type of vibe going on because they're in New Orleans, and so like that's kind of in like the backwoods of New Orleans, so it's like that kind of shit is going on in New Orleans at the time.
Yeah.
And probably now. But yeah, so it's like, I don't know where they're going with that, but I like it. There is a lot of intrigue with that kind of stuff as to like what's going on.
Oh, for sure.
I'm trying to think of things that I don't like now. Unless you can think of anything else that that we didn't
No, I
touch
mean, you
on.
pretty much covered the whole gambit of things.
Yeah.
Pretty succinctly. I think the dialogue's pretty good,
Yeah, I think so too.
and then the delivery, like, is solid, believable.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have a problem with it. I think I guess one of the things that I don't really like is just the dynamic between Jodie Foster and her quote unquote like family that she has. It's just weird. It's
It's not explained all.
and by the second episode, I feel like you
You
kind
can
of get the
infer,
gist. It's
but-
just there's a lot of like why are you acting that way? And then it's like, what? Like and then they flash back and you're like, oh, okay, I guess I get it, but like,
That's what I'm saying. It's probably not all the way explained
Yeah.
yet.
so it's a little weird. I think like again, I gotta preface everything I'm saying with that they're breadcrumbing. Like they're giving you very little tidbits of information when it comes to stuff like that. And it's not bad, I guess. I'm like, I don't know, man. I just want more. Like, I just want to know what's going on.
Yeah, ultimately, that's
But yeah, there's a dynamic there that I'm just like, I don't know. I just don't like it. And
it's weird.
I don't like the daughter.
daughter,
I
yeah,
don't
it's
like
weird.
her at all, dude. I'm like, oh God.
Every time I see it.
Just sneak out and get out
Go,
of the
yeah,
scene.
go.
Like I just, and it's not the girl who's acting. She's doing a great job. I just don't like her character.
Yeah,
Like her character. I'm like,
weird.
you're a little piece of shit.
She's
Like I just
weird.
What? Especially after you figure out like the pieces of the backstory that they gave you. It's like, homie, why are you acting that way? What?
Don't know.
You literally got a free ride. What the fuck?
Teenager.
Ungrateful bitch.
Teenager.
Whatever, dude. Glad I don't have one.
The one thing that, I mean, I don't know how much I can really harp on it because I can't expect every TV show or every movie or whatever that utilizes this tool to have it be the most spectacular thing I've ever seen.
Sure.
But the CGI animals
Oh my God, yeah, we
are
can
not
definitely talk about
the
that.
best
Oh, they are not.
at all. Now, valiant effort on some of them, for sure. Some of them look all right. All right.
Yeah, there's
The
like,
bear was okay.
Yeah,
The elk or the yeah,
Oh.
not good. Not
Rubber
good.
elk.
Yeah, it was not. This was not good.
they were flim-flamming around. It just.
Like the fur texture, it was not.
Yes,
It was
dude.
right, and that's.
I
But
was
that's
like,
what I'm
dude,
saying.
what are
like,
we in, Red Dead 2? It was.
CGI is not a big facet of this show, so they didn't throw a whole bunch of money into making
Right.
CGI reindeer,
But
caribou, whatever.
But I'm like, dude, how much would it have been to rent a couple caribou in Alaska for a day, bro? Like, what?
well, but to control it because that was a whole thing where something's happening or whatever, and then they're like, "Oh, we gotta go." It's just,
I just feel like you could cut it together to make it get that point across. Take a flashlight, shine it in the caribou's eye, like get closer with the light, make it look like the car's coming at it and stuff.
maybe.
Like I mean, CGI animals, I get it. It's cheap. You don't have to worry about no animal in there. Like they didn't mocap an animal.
No.
You could clearly tell they didn't.
No.
Like I said, dude, elk look like a wacky inflatable arm guy in some of the shots. Like I mean, they're twisting around like rubber. Yeah. I mean,
No. But it was definitely noticeable, and it was like,
Yeah, I don't understand.
but whatever, okay. That again, it's like I can't expect top of the line.
For true crime. I don't think I've ever seen them use animals like that in true crime.
Yeah.
Or Crimes and Punishment. No, a True Detective. I don't think. Now I've seen them do CGI like sequences, but they're usually like trippy dippy type things.
Yeah, right.
So that was like the first time I saw that, but when it came up in the first episode, I'm like,
oh
oh
no!
I'm like, what are we doing here?
Yeah,
So,
but I think
I get
it's
that.
lightly sprinkled.
Yeah,
hopefully.
I'm
We'll-
hoping we don't see
we'll
nothing
see.
else like that because it was like the Flash dog bad.
Yeah, it's pretty
It's
bad.
like, so those aren't really there at all.
In the least.
No, I'm pretty sure that the animals in Prey
Pretty sure they just
on
like
Hulu
got a
looked
single
better.
shot of the background and they CGI.
Yeah.
But whatever. Like I said, it's a minor thing. It's
Well-
not gonna really affect
Yeah, but
my
it's definitely
score of this.
Well, for me, it's a point off for that shit.
I would say maybe it's like a half one because it's not heavily focused on. Like if this was a CGI heavy show or movie and it was all terrible like that, but like
Yeah, but for me, the reason the point comes off personally is because I'm like, you really didn't even need them in there. You really didn't.
no.
Adding them in there didn't add anything to the scene. It didn't make it feel more full or anything. It really
It's
didn't.
supposed to be suspenseful.
I guess. It didn't make me feel like suspense.
'Cause that was when the sun was going down.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Mhm. And that's what I'm saying is like, I was like, okay. I'm not focused on the scene anymore. I'm focused on
The CGI,
crappy
it
looking animals.
distracted from you.
Because I'm just like, it looks bad. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you.
Like I said, the bear to me wasn't bad. Not as bad as the caribou. Like I saw it, and I'm like, that's CGI bear, but it wasn't awful.
Yeah, I mean,
And
I
honestly, I
don't
thought they cut from a CGI bear to a real bear, but not sure.
I'm not sure on that either. I mean, I know when it comes to CGI animals, I mean, I'd be cool with it if it was that for the elk too, or whatever. I'm like, hey, I don't know. Just look bad. They look bad.
They did.
And I when something like that's on screen and it looks bad like that, I'm just like, look bad.
Yeah, but you forgot about it until I mentioned it.
Yeah, because it's like,
So it didn't affect you that bad for the story
while I'm watching it.
while you're
though.
watching it.
Yeah,
of
while
course.
I'm watching it, I'm like,
It's like, "Eh."
this looks bad. And then I forget about it because it looks bad. And I'm
So-
like, I don't want to remember that. It
Mm.
looked like crap. Why would I want to remember it? Like, you know, like there's things like the CGI babies in The Flash where I'm like, I can't not remember that because they look like
They were-
demons. They looked like
real bad.
horrific. Like, so, yeah. Yeah. I mean, so I'm like,
Put
yeah.
a baby
okay.
in a microwave.
Yeah, but it's like, you know,
Ridiculous.
something like that's 4 or 5 seconds of a CGI animal. I'm like, I mean, whatever. Unless it looks really good.
Right, that's the
There's like a
that's the opposite.
bird in or whatever.
But then how
in-
would you know it's CGI if it looks really good?
What?
How would
I
you
mean,
know
you
it's
could
CGI?
still, but you could still tell.
Maybe.
On the bird that I saw or whatever in the series, it looked good, and then it flew away or whatever. But you could tell that it was for sure like CGI. But it still looked good though. Like
Yeah.
it was like turning its head and everything, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's CGI. But it's still, I was like, it looks pretty solid though.
Mm.
I don't know, looked good rendered.
But
fully.
not the caribou. Caribou knew.
I just think they had a little too much movement, you know? Like, I mean, like I said, I just think, I mean, I don't know, the bird's smaller or whatever, maybe a little bit more compact, believable.
I think
and
it would be easier to do feathers than fur. That's the thing.
probably, yeah. I mean, like, that's
Getting that texture of the fur down. That was.
and
for me,
those
was like,
caribou, I mean, the movements of them, it didn't look real. Like, it
yeah.
yeah, yeah, they're doing the gritty out there,
Yeah.
bro. Yeah. Yeah.
That's exactly what they're doing.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, the show's, it's definitely decent. If you like true crime type things,
Check it out.
investigation with police and everything, I definitely would recommend checking it out.
Mhm.
Do we want to do like a little spoiler
We can
thing?
do a little spoiler thing.
Yeah.
What do you rule on
Yes, sir.
There you go.
So the scientists go missing, and we find out that they're popsicle outside. They're like,
Yeah.
they're like buried from the neck down in like ice and snow.
Not kid.
And isn't it 6 of them? One of them is missing
They didn't know though.
at the time.
until it
yeah,
thawed out.
yeah.
And
Which
they're
was
like, yo, we only got 6 people.
So-
man.
they find these fools. This, I'm just trying to think of a clever way to incorporate scientists into popsicle. Sopsicle. There you go. They find the sopsicle, and they're like, okay, we can't, because like at one point, so it's like, it's funny because like they all show up, everybody's like, oh shit, oh no, and like stuff like that, and then like half of Jodie Foster's team's like, like taking selfies and stuff with the dead bodies, and we're like,
What is going on?
yeah, and I was like, what the hell? And Jodie Foster eventually is like, yo, this is a crime scene,
Like,
fools.
what
Like,
are you doing?
yeah, which I thought that was cool. And they're like, one, it like broke off
The
one of their
dude's
arms
arm.
by an accident, and he's like, and the dude is like, ah! Like in the ice, scared the absolute shit out of me, dude.
Wasn't real.
Didn't understand like what was going on
No,
at
no.
first when it
At
happened.
the time, yeah, you're right. Right. At the time, you don't know.
He literally broke on the arm. There's like 10 seconds that goes by, and then one of the bodies just like starts moving and is like, ah! And
Looks
I
crazy,
literally was
dude.
like, what? I was shocked. I was shocked.
Well, and then the rest of them are like,
Huh?
didn't the rest of them wake up?
No, it's
thought-
just
I
that
thought
guy.
the other one
No,
did.
everybody else was just like, what the fuck? Like everybody in the scene is just like, what the fuck is happening? It literally, I was like laughing after it happened
Yeah.
because I got so scared. I just was like, what is happening? What is that?
It was
Yeah.
it was wild. The dude looked crazy because it was all
Dude, you and me
frozen up
both
and whatever.
were like, what the fuck? Yeah, it was crazy. So that happened. So then they're really like, yo, we got to get these dudes out of here. Like this one guy's alive. So they basically dig them out and they got them on a truck with like a tarp over them, and they have to figure out where to store this thing, and it's like massive. And I didn't know. I mean, I don't know how Alaska rolls, dude, but I didn't know that they would like do this. So like, if this happened here, would they do this here? But like, basically, Jodie Foster goes to like an ice rink and goes up to like the owner, I guess, of the ice rink.
Owner of the mining, of the mine, who like runs the town.
Oh, okay. There you go. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought she was just like the owner of the ice rink. I'm like, damn, what?
Basically, runs the town because she owns the mine. That's
Okay.
like the battle between the miners and the indigenous people there.
Right. Okay. So they're like, homie, we got to store this thing here. And she's like, what? And they're like, yeah, it's like a sopsicle is what they're calling it.
Sopsicle.
Yeah. And she's like, what the fuck's a sopsicle? And she's like, well, it's about 6 scientists frozen together in ice.
7. But 6.
Well, yeah, at the time. 7.
It's about 7 large.
Yeah. And she's like, sopsicle, eh? All right, store that thing in here. So they lay down a thing, and then they just, it's like, but the thing that they laid down, it's like not even like a tarp. It's like just like one of those, like those mats that they put in like a kitchen where you like don't slip on things.
Yeah, non-slip mat.
Yeah, it's like literally that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they have holes in them and shit.
Why not?
All the nasty dead people bacteria and shit's all washing over the ice. How are we cleaning that up?
New ice.
New ice? What
Yeah.
the fuck? What?
What do you mean, what?
I don't understand how that works.
You chop out that ice that's in there. It's
Bitch, I'll
dirty.
be chopping the whole thing up.
That's what I'm saying.
Melt the whole thing.
No, you don't have to melt it. Cut the ice.
I'll be cleaning
Chainsaw,
that bitch
dude.
from
You just
top to bottom.
cut
bro.
the
I'll be
ice
like,
out.
dude, we got dead people on the ice, homie.
In
What-
theory, really, you
what if
only
a
have.
kid falls on the ice? It's like, whoops.
In theory, you'd only have to scrape off like the top, like let's say, inch of ice, and then pour more water down, man. Done deal.
I don't know, man.
Cleaned up.
That's weird, bro. I
Cleaned
don't
up.
like it.
Cleaned up.
I don't like it, dude.
Don't matter.
Dead people juices all over the place, dude.
That's everywhere you go.
Dude, I'm just saying,
You
bro.
walk outside, it's dead people juice all over the place.
True?
It's everywhere.
Yeah, so that's what they do. They get them in there to thaw out, and I'm pretty sure they cut the one dude out and bring him to the hospital. He's like in like intensive care or something, and then I think he dies.
I don't know.
Pretty sure that's what happened. So they do that, and then they figure out some bunch of shit. There's like some spirals on people. You know what I mean? They got these black spirals on people.
We gotta find the spiral.
And they're like, yo, that's crazy, because this case that I worked on with the stoic bitch, that was on them. So, like, maybe they're connected. And then the stoic bitch and Jodie Foster are like, we got to get working crack-a-lackin' on this stuff because they're linky
They gotta be.
Yep. And they're like, okay, we'll do that. We'll check some stuff out together. Cool. And Jodie Foster's like, all right, this is my case, homies. And then big homie at the police station.
Big police homie.
Yeah, big police homie comes through. He's like, this ain't your case, bro. We gonna run this
We're
in
gonna take
Anchorage.
this. Yeah.
And she's like, nah, son, if you want this hussy, then you gonna let me take this case. He's like, all right, fine. So he's like, yo, you coming over tonight? She's like, I'll think about it. And he's like, I'll wait for you. So he is waiting at his house. She shows up. Jodie Foster's like, yo, in real life, I'm gay, but in this show, I'm straight.
Yeah.
Fuck me. And he's like, all right, I
Yep.
got you.
Got
We
it.
got a vigorous sex scene with Jodie Foster getting plowed. I mean, holy crap. I've never seen her get fucked like that, ever. It was awesome, dude. Good job, Jodie. I liked it. I thought it was great. Best part of the show. Best part of the show, baby.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
Yeah, so it was great. Jodie's getting down, bro. She's getting
Never seen
dick down like never before, bro. It was awesome. So then they have a whole conversation. He's like, hey, man, like, you want a sandwich? She's like, nah. And, he's like, well, how, let me get that case, bruh. And she's like, nah, son, you ain't getting the case because you a punk ass bitch. Yeah, you can get the, and then, pow, 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 pow. That's a booty cheeks. Pow, 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 pow.
I mean, for real,
Sexy Red song comes on. Yeah.
It's pretty intense.
Yeah, it was pretty intense, man. It was pretty sweet. Yeah, dude. And then the stoic girl, after Jodie Foster's like, you ain't getting that case. He's like, man, you a bitch. And then she's like, I'm out. Yeah, she gets like mad. And then just typical. And then leaves. And then we get the stoic girl. She likes this one dude, but
It's all about
she not really though.
Not really.
Not really though. Because like the dude's like, yo, you want to get married? And she's like, yeah. And he's like, I'll just wait around for you, I guess. And she's like, I'm going to take all your food and I'm going to do whatever I want around your house. And, when you're in the tub, max and relax and just chilling, I'll push your fucking head down and dunk you in the tub or something like that. I don't know what the fuck's going on. And, yeah. And he's like, you want to fuck? And she's like, nah. And then she comes through like 4 hours later and is like, give me that dick, son. Yeah. And
She
then
hops on and
yeah, it's crazy. And he's just like, you sticking around? And she's like,
nah.
huh? Okay. So he's just like, all right, bro,
Yeah.
whatever. I'll go back to playing Fortnite and eating Cheetos.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's cool though. I mean, they got an interesting relationship. She like takes his toothbrush,
Yeah.
because he's like,
SpongeBob.
he's like, you coming back? She's like, or will I see you again? She's like, well, I got your toothbrush. She's like, I need that. Hello. And one thing to point out, this man got a SpongeBob toothbrush.
He got a SpongeBob toothbrush. He
It
does.
don't even have bristles. It's a literal fucking sponge. Whatever, homie. Do
SpongeBob
it up.
toothbrush.
Yeah, so she takes that and she's like, oh, I'm brushing my teeth with it too now, bitch. And he's like, I gotta get that back. She's like, I'm taking it. Which, weirdest shit ever. If a girl I was like hooking up with or like, whatever with, like
Guess
we're
what?
casually like intimate or whatever.
It's coming back.
Yeah,
The
but
toothbrush is coming back.
But I'm like, bro.
Chekhov's toothbrush. You never heard about that?
What?
Chekhov's toothbrush?
No, I've never heard of that. Yeah, it's not coming back,
Yes,
bro.
it is.
Whatever.
It's gonna be planted as evidence.
Oh,
framing him.
Jesus. Oh, I hope not, dude.
There you go. I'm calling it right now.
Oh, that would suck.
No, it's called Chekhov's gun. It's a
I've heard
yeah,
that
yeah.
term.
It's if a gun is shown, it's going to be used. Yeah, you don't put things in there generally for no reason. Especially
right.
they harped on it a couple times. Him going like, I still need my toothbrush, and like a next episode or whatever, a couple scenes later or whatever. Hey, yeah, my toothbrush still need that.
Yeah.
It's coming back. Toothbrush
Yeah,
coming back.
probably. Or he'll like find it on her dead body or something like that. And she'll be like, her face is ripped off. I know it's
Or
her
find
though,
his
'cause she
toothbrush.
got
So he's
my
like, I know she
toothbrush."
was here or
Yeah,
something like
something
that.
like that.
But the toothbrush is coming
Come
back.
back, yeah.
Chekhov's toothbrush.
But yeah, that guy's just like, yeah, dude, all right, cool. I guess I'll get my toothbrush whenever. So I guess my dude is not brushing his teeth until he comes back. I mean,
yeah,
come
I
on,
guess
bro.
you also
get
have
your-
to think
go get
though,
your
like
toothbrush, bro.
that town, it's furthest town away from anything.
Yeah.
It's, the
Small
highest
town.
north.
Mhm.
It's the smallest town.
Mhm.
Probably ain't no fucking Walmart there.
Yeah, it's got to be a convenience
I mean, I don't know where he
store,
got
though, man.
the SpongeBob toothbrush from.
That's what I'm saying, bro. There's got to be a CVS or something.
Well, maybe he
man.
did order a toothbrush. It's on its way.
He ordered it from Denmark. It's coming in
it's
30
coming-
days.
28 business days,
Yeah, yeah.
baby.
But yeah, so that's going on. And then at the end of like at the end of episode 2, it's like they figure out that like one of the scientists is missing. He's like in one of the last videos too. They can't find him. He has a parka on from one of the victims from the last case that ended up being a cold case.
Yep.
He has the victim's parka on with a patch over top of like one of the rips that was on there. And he also gets a spiral tattoo on himself.
Oh, I read that differently.
What?
I read that the patch, the rip is where the patch was, and the patch is ripped off.
No,
He put the patch on it.
he put a patch over it because he's wearing her coat.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a trophy. And then he gets the spiral tattoo that he put on the last victim because it's sentimental. And like the tattoo artist, it like tells Jodie Foster, like, yeah, you said it means a lot to him. He's getting really emotional when it got finished and stuff because he's like thinking about the last kill that he had. So, and he like took a selfie with it or whatever. So he's like showing it off and stuff. So now at the end of episode 2, it's like, we got to find this guy. Where is this guy?
The missing guy.
Yeah. Because he wasn't in the Sopsicle.
No, and then to note with the Sopsicle, like, it looked like everybody was trying to get away from something. Like, they were all just like,
Yeah, and they were trying to figure out, and also all their eardrums are ruptured. So, like, they're trying to figure out forensically, like, what was going on, like, what were they all trying to, like, shield their face from, stuff like that. Why were they all naked? Why were they all naked? Why were all their clothes folded up beside the hole, all nicey nice and stuff? And why do some of them have spirals on their heads too? What does the spiral mean?
What does it mean?
Yeah. So, but it's interesting. I think the show has a lot of intrigue. I think that maybe this episode tonight, because it's every Sunday at 9. The episode tonight, we might get a little bit more insight to the killer, and maybe him doing some of the killing.
Would be good.
They usually do that. They'll like kind of they like tease it. It'll be like the first like 3 to 5 minutes of the episode. You'll see him like gear up to do something or something along the lines of that. Or they'll show him where he is or something along the lines of that.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, so they'll start kind of doing cat and mouse, I think. Now,
Okay.
Which is where the show really usually starts to kick off.
He's in the mine.
I don't know. I don't know where he
The
is.
miners are holding him.
I don't know. He's probably in an igloo somewhere,
Could be.
to be honest. Yeah. In the first
probably in the
season, they had to
spiral.
go to the backwoods, like the far backwoods, to find the people who were getting all down and diggy.
Yeah, well, I wonder where they'd go here, because there's not really many places you can go.
I don't know. Some fucking cave.
Follow the caribou, baby!
Some dude with blue skin and long hair is showing you what's what and all that shit. Yeah, there's like stuff like that in the show in this season where I'm like, yo, is this like is this real or is this lady
Well, that was
just
her.
losing
That was
her
I said that was her
mind?
son.
I know, but it's like,
And
why
he
are
was
you
dead.
seeing that? Like, are you just smoking a lot of weed and that's what you're seeing, or like, are you just having a lot of problems getting over
his
your
Patronus,
son's death?
dude. That was just,
It's
that was
Patronus.
Aunt Petunia. Was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Hey."
Yeah.
Dudley.
She played, the what's her name in Harry Potter?
Aunt Petunia.
Aunt Petunia, the lady who played her in Harry Potter. She's in the show too. Plays a very different character from Aunt Petunia.
Yeah.
But it was cool seeing her like in a way different role from what I'm used to. Cause like I've seen her in a couple other things, and not saying that she plays the same role, but she kind of like falls in a bracket, a large
the harsh.
bracket. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, where it's like the tone of her is kind of like sharp.
Yeah, exactly.
And in this, she's a little bit more loose, a little bit more.
She loosey goosey up in Ennis.
Yeah, she's like smoking weed on camera and stuff. It was cool. It was nice
down.
seeing her in like a kind of like a hermit role, different from what I'm used to.
For sure.
But it was cool. I really, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, and I know I was joking and everything earlier, but I do really like Jodie Foster in this. I think she does a really good job.
I just figured out why the dude doesn't go get another toothbrush from the store.
Why?
Dude, he hates the guy from the store, man. He's like, buy the damn thing, but
Oh my god, dude. Why did you remind me of that?
Buy the damn thing. Buy the damn thing. God. Exactly. And he's like, dude, I'm not going back to that motherfucker.
Yeah.
I bought my SpongeBob toothbrush there one time. That was it.
I wouldn't go back either.
Not
homie.
going back.
I would not go back either. Jesus Christ.
I don't know why I thought of that.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
But he could have been in this show.
Yeah, you could have. Why not?
Mind the damn thing. Mind.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ, bro.
Oh yes, but True Detective, good show so far.
Yeah.
Season 4.
I think it's worth watching, man. I think everybody should check it out. If you're not into it, you're not into it. But I think as of right now, where things are
I
kind
think
of
it does a good
slow,
job of like leaving you with intrigue of figuring out what's happening.
figuring it out.
Figuring it out. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what the dude was doing at Jodie
Jodie!
Foster. Yeah. Figuring it out.
For sure. For sure.
But yeah, I think it's a good show. Check it out. It's well worth the watch. So
We'll let you know next week what happens.
yeah, on episode 3.
Episode 3, baby.
Nice.
Cool. There you go.
Yeah. So that's it.
Well, that's done and dusted. That's
Done and dusted.
Yeah. Done skidoo, as they
Yes, sir.
say. Everybody, I guess have a good week.
Ravens.
We'll see what the outcome of that is.
Yeah, playoffs, baby.
Is what it is,
Yeah,
whatever it happens to be. So, hopefully, if you bet, you win money. You know, best of luck to you. I will
May
not
the
be doing
best
that.
team win.
Yeah, well, whoever
My
wins.
team is
you
the
know.
best team, so may they win. Ravens, baby.
Okay, sure. I mean, root for the home team, but you know, is
Huh?
what it is.
What?
Root for the home.
It's wrong.
It's
Wrong
baseball.
sport.
I know, but still, it's the same concept. Idiot.
Yeah, T Swift, you gonna be going home crying today, baby. You about to make a song about the Baltimore Ravens kicking that ass. Yeah. That's what I gotta say about
Till next time.
it. See you guys.
I gotta get out of here. Where's the time machine? Where is anything? Where?
Please don't go. It's great having you here.